Let's brighten up. There we go. What's going on, my people out there? I'm your host, Super T Reader, and it's time for another reading, you guys. That's right, my people. It's time to get a weekly reading out. That's right, guys. This is going to be for the week of October the 14th, if I can speak right. One of the cards want to shuffle already. They're ready to tell a story. We haven't started yet. This is going to be for the week of October the 14th through October the 20th of 2018, guys. Let's get some weekly energy going. I hope my people have been doing well. Let's talk about it. 3 of Swords reversed, 4 of Swords, 3 of Cups reversed. 8 of Cups hiding up under there. Many of you have been dealing with some disappointment. Some of you have been dealing with some hurt. But I see my people coming to terms with some disappointment. Accepting things. Stepping back from the drama and the mayhem. My people. For many of you, this can be employment. For others of you, this can be a relationship. Okay? It can be. I'm really feeling like this is definitely going to be, you know, your relationships out there. This week, guys, I'm feeling led to use the love cards to fill in for the oracle. Okay? We're going to use love cards. We're using love cards. We're using love cards. Too many falling out. Oh, there's one. Let's take it. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Some of you are pulling away and taking a break from something that didn't work. Okay, these fell out. There's only a few. We'll take those. Forgiving and learning. Learning came out by very soon, almost wanting to flip itself reverse. So express your love, forgiving and learning, and very soon. We're going to line them up like that. How about that? Okay. Separation. Well, we know that because we have the 3 of Swords reversed, right, people? We have some separation. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. Some of you are not with somebody at this time that you truly love. My viewers, we have 3 swords reversed. We have 3 swords over top of this person laying down on the 4 of Swords. And we have 3 of Cups reversed. I see a lot of patterns here. I see an old pattern. Okay, with a person. Many of you have been going through a pattern with this person. You talk to them, you break up. You don't hear from them for a couple weeks. You talk to them, you break up. You don't hear for them for a couple months, which is a long time if it's a relationship. And it's a pattern. It's a cycle that many of you are going through. I see that cycle about to filter itself out. Many of you are seeing a situation for what it is. I said I'm seeing a situation cycle out. And many of you are seeing the situation for what it is. Okay, many of you are done. You know, I know it's painful. It's hurtful, said the 8 of Cups. Remember, guys, the 8 of Cups did come up. But many of you are seeing, you know, you're like, okay, you know, I'm going to talk myself into moving on. Many of you, there's a battle within. Many of you are just having, it's just inner conflict. There's a battle within your own heart. You're trying your best to deal with moving on from a painful situation. Many of you did not want to come to terms with it. You are now. You are coming to terms with something. You are realizing that you're okay by yourself. You're better off alone. You're going to get success in life if you focus on you. You're going to get success in life if you leave a person alone. Leave the energy of an individual alone. And for many of you, it's not easy. I do see 2 6s here. 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands. Many of you are definitely dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or water sign. Or a bit of energy showing a fire sign. The Moon card, Pisces, more water, showing that many of you are feeling. Your heart is very open right now, my people. We had a couple moons, I think back in September. We had 2 moons, and I'm going to 2 major moons that really were stirring up a lot of your emotions. 2 moons that were exposing how you're feeling. My people, the moon takes pleasure in exposing how you feel. She will expose your behind. If you're hiding feelings for someone, the moon will expose it. If you're hiding another lover, if you're talking to someone else, the moon will expose your behind. She won't let it sit. behind closed doors. She won't. Some way, somehow, the moon will help to expose your deep secrets, your deep, dark, dirty secrets. She's going to expose it. It's going to come out. If many of you are pretending like you don't love anybody anymore, if there's someone you used to love, if there's someone you had some feelings for, and you pretended like you didn't care about them, my people, or that person pretended like they didn't care about you, the moon says it's going to come out. You're not going to be able to help it. And for many of you, the moon is exposing your true feelings about a situation so that you can deal with them. Something needs to be dealt with here, my people. I see some relationships where many of you weren't happy for a long period of time. There hasn't been any happiness. There hasn't been enough contact. There hasn't been enough love. There isn't much there for you. And many of you, I see the Three of Cups reverse tells me many of you are very unhappy in situations. Many of you are unhappy. Many of your partners, okay, were double dipping. Many of you were actually waiting on someone to return and they were double dipping, seeing someone else. Many of you waited. You sat back quietly, patiently, and took time out of your own life. So many of you just took a break from life. You put your life on hold. Okay? And now many of you are starting to think about what really is going on. Many of you starting to think to yourselves for this weekly reading. I see this energy saying many of you are sitting back saying, you know what? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me stop and think about this. I'm in over my head emotionally. Many of you said, you know what? I'm in over my head emotionally. I shouldn't be still dealing with this. Many of you are frustrated with yourselves saying, this should have been over with. The healing should have been come. I should have been over with this. Many of your heart is still dragging out from some old situation. I'm telling you, my people, I see it. But many of you have taken time to stop to the Four of Swords and think about what's going on. Stop and think about it and say, you know what? I've thought about this enough. Many of you said, I thought about this enough. I have waited on you long enough. This isn't worth it. I do need to let go and move on. Many of you are going to forgive this person. I'm telling you guys, it's not going to be easy. You're going to forgive them, release and heal the past. Then your present moment is going to flood in with relaxation. Your present moment is going to flood in with relief. Many of you are going to get this sigh of relief and you're going to say, I'm going to let go now. I didn't think I could, but many of you are going to do it. I'm telling you, my people, you're going to let go. If you don't, guess what, my people? The moon takes pleasure in exposing you. I believe we have some in October. We had a couple. I know we may have had a crescent or a waxing crescent. I can't think of it. I can't think of it right now. But I know we either had a moon or another one, big one, coming this month, and it's something about October. I'm telling you guys, it's just this energy in October. It's too close to the end of the year. It's not the end of the year yet. It already has that dark energy from Halloween. It already has that thing where people are thinking in a somber kind of way. October just carries this energy, and I'm telling you right now, for many of you that are watching, I see you leaving behind old energy, old thoughts. Does he love me? Is he coming back? Does she think of me? Do they care? Many of you, that's going to start lifting and you're going to forgive from that person. And you have to decide. Many of you, the energy in the air is saying it's time for you to decide what you truly want. Because if you want to wait for old love, if you want to wait for somebody to come back, if you really want to see if you can heal an old relationship, you can wait. But for many of you, that wait is going to be in vain. Many of you, that wait is going to be hard, okay? Many of you, I'm telling you, I see you balancing out your life. I see you accepting the fact that you were dealing with someone that wasn't right for you. The Sun card is confirming the Three of Cups reverse. Sun card is Leo. We do have a little bit of fire coming out there. The Two of Cups said, I'm waiting on my soulmate. Yes, I love this person. We had a soulmate connection. But when they added a third wheel, you know, three's a crowd. So for many of you, if you were dealing in a relationship and you were waiting for somebody to come back to you, the Three of Cups says, no, three's a crowd and I deserve better than that. Many of you are going to be proud of the efforts that you're taking to step forward and wait for your soulmate. Clearly decide. Many of you, it's time. I'm telling you guys, I feel it is decision mode. It's time for you to decide. Many of you, you are in love with someone still. You have a heart for them, but your heart is starting to heal. It's a very slow process. It's dragging. Many of you, it's dragging. It's dragging. It's dragging. It's dragging. But it will complete. You will get over this. You'll get past this hump. You get over this person. I hear many of you say, when is it gonna end? It will end when you forgive them. The reading is saying when you forgive that person, that's when your healing will come. When you honestly express your love, you can still express how you feel out loud and admit it. You love them. Stop lying. You love them. And for many of you, this person won't get over you until they forgive you for what happened, until they forgive you for not coming back to them. You guys heard me. For many of you, there's personal growth. The sun card talks about personal growth. The sun card talks about being is sunshine after the rain, being happy because you've grown from a difficult situation. Many of you, this was a twin flame and you have grown from dealing with them. This person may have hurt you. They may have been lying, seeing someone else. This person may have walked away and started talking to someone else and you never got over it. My people, I see healing is in the air. Many of you are going to grow from this. There's personal growth, there's healing, there's clarity, there's sunshine after the rain, my people. I see sunshine after the rain, okay? There is sunshine after the rain. There is something that's going to make you very happy that's coming down the road. But many of you, you have to move towards it. Decide what you want, my people. You must move towards this thing too. You've got to walk away from what doesn't serve you. Forgive those in the past that have hurt you. Really forgive them and you will feel the victorious energy. You'll feel that low level negative energy begin to lift off to you that's keeping you held back, stuck in this past energy of hurt, this spiraling down, of depression that you've been sitting in. Is going to lift. Balance will come back. You will have faith in your future. I'm telling you, my people, many of you, there's some forgiveness that you have to do. Somebody either has to forgive you because you're not coming back to them, or you have to forgive a person who isn't coming back to you. Let's pull these last two cards. Many of you are going to get balance back. Things are going to stabilize. Things are going to go well. Many of you, you're going to be able to be happy again, celebrate again. Many of you are going to get the stability back in your life, and you will find someone else that really does want to partner up and be in your life. I see two cards are falling, my people. I'm going to take them. And we're going to confirm these beautiful cards down here. Yes, my people, that person isn't coming back. Stop it. So if many of you are asking if someone's coming back for this weekly reading, I do not see this person coming back as the lover card. I see that this person has made a decision to move on in a different direction. We know that with the Three of Cups and that Three of Swords reverse. Many of you, the Four of Swords tell me you haven't heard from this person in a while anyway. Either you aren't calling them or they haven't called you. They took a break, they're gone away, and you have not heard from them. And you're not going to, because this person has decided to move forward with their life and they feel good about their decision. They're not even feeling guilty. But many of you may have been left in guilt and hurting. It's okay, my people. It's time to move on. These cards are saying, this person, I don't feel like they're going to return. It is time to heal and move on and let bygones be bygones. Forgive them for what they've done, and they need to forgive you for what you have done. Some of you, it's decision time. My people, it's decision time. Are you going to let go of what was? Are you going to allow healing? Are you going to let your mind be at peace and get some rest over this person that you think about constantly and you're always asking if they're going to return? Many of you, this person will not return back. Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? They will not return back. Many of you still think about them and there's jealousy in your heart because they've gone on to someone else. They realized that you weren't the best partner for them, or you knew that they weren't the right partner, but somehow you still wanted to work it out. It's like you knew they weren't the right one, but you're like, well, maybe we can work it out, or I could accept him for how he is. No, it's not the right person. It's not the right person. Many of you, there's a breakup, a divorce, there's a separation. They're not going to come back. It's time for you guys to hope for something new. There's a new day, there's sunshine after the rain, and a new partner will come for you. But you have to clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Do you want to wait for this person to come back, or do you want to move on with your life? If you do choose to move on, my people, I see success, I see clarity, I see happiness. I see this whole thing lifting up off of you as if it almost never happened. I see you breathing again. Okay, my people? Many of you are going to breathe again from not breathing for a long time because someone has hurt you. You were stuffed. Somebody had your emotions in the palm of their hand. They're not going to have it like that anymore. Many of you are going to let go, and it's going to be evident that you're not holding on to this anymore. Okay, people? I see you releasing the past, waiting for something better, accepting the fact that it's over. This wasn't the right partner, and moving on, my people. This is what I'm saying for the week of October 14th through October the 20th, guys. Many of you are letting go and hoping for something better. Your reading is done. My people, I am going to wish you love, light, blessings, strength. I am your host, Super T Reader, and I will see my people again. And for all of you that have been asking, pick a card. We'll be back tomorrow.